Going on, 75junction? We are live, but not live from Hot 107.9 with the wonderful K. So, K, how are you doing today, first and foremost?
What's going on, you guys? What's up with you?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. I appreciate you and your hospitality and, having us out here in Atlanta. Beautiful city. Definitely enjoy the area. So, how long you been in Atlanta?
About a year and a half, actually.
Okay, year and a half. And
Yeah.
you originally from
Newport
Virginia?
News, Virginia. Woo, woo.
757, stand up.
Yes.
So, why Atlanta? What made you kind of move out to Atlanta?
Well, I transferred here because I was working with the company for about 2 years, Radio 1.
Okay.
And I was in Radio 1 Philadelphia for a year. And I just needed growth, To be honest, I didn't even think Atlanta was a move for me. If you wanted me to be completely honest, like when I was in Philly, I thought I was going to be in Philly for about 2-3 years. And then from there, New York was actually one of my places. That's where my best friends are. So New York was definitely the it place for me.
Gotcha.
But somehow things wasn't, it just felt like I hit the ceiling in Philly. You know what I'm saying? Like it felt like it was no more growth for me. And I wasn't doing everything that I wanted to do, but it hit me like, oh, this is just somewhere that you're passing through. So how Philly even came about, one of my friends from college, from Old Dominion University, she is a production assistant, and Gabrielle Union had posted her on the page.
Oh.
So I'm like, well, girl, what you doing out here? Like, what's up? And then, we kept in touch and everything. And I was telling her my situations and my struggles that I was dealing with in Philly. And she was like, yo, like, I think Atlanta might be the move for you. So it got to the point that wherever I went, it'll be starting over. Like I said, I was, a lot of good things was happening for me in Philly, but I was struggling at the same time.
Right.
I was really struggling.
Now, were you nervous making that move?
No.
Okay.
I wasn't nervous at all. Actually, what it was for me, it was a situation where I was at peace with the decision. And it felt like if I just stepped out on faith, everything that I needed to happen would happen. And to be honest with you, long story short, 5 months of me being here, everything I said I was going to have, I had.
Okay. That's dope.
Completely.
That's dope. Now, I kind of deviated from the way I normally do things. I normally start off with asking, who you are and what you do for those who don't know. So can you just give a little bit of background about what you do? Obviously, we're in a radio station, so that's it's pretty indicative with that. But
fact,
just for the people that don't know and that can't put two and two together, can you just let them know what you do?
Well, my name is K Samone. I am a radio personality. I do digital work as well, so you'll see me doing a lot of digital interviews for Radio 1 Digital, a lot of stuff on my own. But yeah, I think that sums it up. I'm a radio personality.
Okay, dope.
Or TV personality. Let's just say that personality.
The personality. You definitely are a personality.
Thank you. It is a difference between being a personality and then, having a personality. It's a big difference.
Right, absolutely, because you embody a personality.
Thank you.
You personify it. So that's
Thank you.
Yeah, that's impressive. Now, how does it feel to be the interviewee for once?
It's interesting. I mean, honestly, it's not as bad. Since I've been in Atlanta, it's been a lot of people who want to interview me for whatever reason. I don't know the reason, but I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for, people wanting to hear my opinion and want to hear like where I come from and what I do.
Okay.
It's cool.
So have you done interviews before, like been interviewed?
Yeah, I actually just did one. This one wasn't a microphone face-to-face interview, but it was more of a blog interview.
Oh, okay. So it was like on FaceTime or Instagram
it was like
Live?
She sent me questions and I answered them. I typed.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So
I got you. So she sent you the questions and then you
and I
replied
just answered them. Yeah, right.
Via text or whatever. Okay, I got you.
So that was that.
So you haven't done any actual in-person ones until now. This is the first one.
No, I wouldn't say this is the first one,
Okay.
but this is not. This has been one of the first ones. I mean, I don't get interviewed that much, so.
Well, you know what? We'll just say it was the first one. 75junction did it first.
Well, yeah. All right, boom. We're doing it for the 7 cities. Let's go.
There we go. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, in doing your interviews, what's the... And I know there's a lot. It's probably going to be a tough one to answer, but what was your favorite interviews you've done so far?
My favorite one I've done so far. I can't say that because I can't even tell you that. Because everyone is unique in its own way.
Right. That's
You
why I
know,
said it's tough because I have
every
personal favorites, and then I have ones where I'm like, well, I can't really compare them because it's too different.
it's too different,
Yeah.
right? I can't even tell you. I did Trick the Kid. Trick the Kid, he's an artist based out of Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
I interviewed him like back in like 2013, probably.
Okay.
Maybe. Nah, it was about 2013 for sure. And interesting about that, Def Jam was I was doing college radio at the time, and Def Jam, I was affiliated with Def Jam, so they would book my interviews for me.
Mm-hmm.
And he was one of the interviews that I was booking, and for some odd reason, they never called in that night. My mother was working at Marriott. She came to the house while I was in the bed, and she was just like, "Hey, listen, it's this guy right here named Trick the Kid. They looking for you to reach out to them tomorrow for an interview." It's like, what? Then I was driving a I think it was a 92 I don't even know what kind of car, Volkswagen convertible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was driving that, and then the mirror broke on the way over there. It was so crazy. I had to go to Hampton. They was performing at Hampton Spring Jam, Hampton University Spring Jam, and they was just getting off tour or still on tour, I guess, in between tours with 2 Chainz at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So Trey was traveling with him. So they was like, yeah, like they're performing at Spring Jam. You got to come down here, come to Hampton, over to Hampton University, so we could do the interview in the parking lot. Okay, cool. And then I broke my side view mirror. Like, it just broke. It just fell off.
A series of unfortunate events.
It was very unfortunate, and I still made it, though. So you had that. You had the one with Ty Dolla $ign. I interviewed him. Ty didn't even know he was interviewing me, actually. And it was a meet and greet. So I was the last person's hand he shook, and he shook my hand all dry and, like, wasn't even into it. And then when we got to the back, he was like, oh, who are you? I said, oh, no, you going to shake my hand again, sir, because that was not cool at all. Like,
yeah.
And he was like, no, I don't even want to shake your hand. I want to hug, you know. But I think any interview that I've done thus far, the best thing that I could say, because like I said, I mean, I don't know which one is the best. I don't know. But the best part of doing the interviews is being able to interact with the people beforehand, whoever I'm interviewing beforehand, because you build the chemistry before you even get on camera.
Right.
So people get to see, like, it's a natural flow of a conversation versus us being awkward. Hey, how you doing? You know, It's like really natural. So me and Ty was in the back while they was setting up the cameras and stuff. Me and Ty was just sitting in the room. We was even talking on the phone with his mother, like to his mom. He called his mom. We was on the phone talking to her for a little bit. So each and every interview is just very different. 7th Streeter, unfortunately I didn't have a chance to interview her, but I did set up a meet and greet with her. So we didn't have enough time to do the interview. But interesting about 7th Streeter, when I did the meet and greet with her in college, my second interview for Philly, she was in the lobby waiting with me to go to the back. And ironically, you know, I told her, I refreshed her memory on how we worked together. She remembered and vouched for me. So as soon as my boss, soon to be boss, had came out, she was like, hey, you know, K, this is, 7th Streeter K. And 7th Streeter was like, oh no, we already know each other. We worked together before.
Okay, that's dope.
So I mean, like I said, every interview is just kind of different.
Right, absolutely. So why radio? What got you into doing radio, and what kind of drove that passion to get you involved in this?
You want the long story or the short story?
It's whatever you want.
Okay.
It's your world. I live in it.
Okay, so so we have a guest in the studio. They're sitting in the back. Just sitting in the cut making faces at us.
It's just Sheena.
It's just Sheena,
it's just Gonzaga lost?
The Texas fucking Tech. I'm pissed.
What?
I'm sorry, I'm confused. What's going on?
Gonzaga just lost.
Who's Gonzaga?
Gonzaga is a college basketball team.
Oh, unfortunately. Oh, is this the Fave 4, 5-4, something like that?
Don't say nothing.
Anyway,
I don't know too much about college basketball. I'm sorry, unfortunately.
It's all good. But you can give us a long story. I think the people would appreciate that.
All right, so I'll just say this. I found out what I wanted to do at 14.
Mm-hmm.
At 14, I was taking drama and TV at the same time.
Okay.
16 is when I started to get serious about it. I got an offer to work at Channel 47, Newport News, public TV. Public. Hold on, wait. Newport News. NNW. I don't even remember the call letters, but Channel 47. Newport News Public School TV. I think that's what it was.
Okay.
Shout out to my mentor, Mr. Price. He'll kill me for not remembering
Mr.
that.
Price?
Mr.
Coach Price?
No, it's not Coach Price. It was Ray Price.
Okay.
Yeah, he wasn't my mentor wasn't a coach, unfortunately. He was a he worked for ESPN. He did a lot of stuff.
Okay.
So
that's dope.
I started taking it serious at the age of 16. So you have people like Coco Brown, who came through the program, which we're cool now. We met here. Actually, for the very first time we met here. Who else? DJ Law. I don't know if you remember like 103 Jams with the Buddha Brothers, the Buddha Brother Morning Show.
Yep.
I do. So DJ Law came through that program as well.
Okay.
And Shaheem Reed. Shaheem is a well-known journalist. He used to work for MTV, and now like he's just all over the place. Give me 1 second.
You good?
Okay. So he's just all over the place, and that's Shaheem Reed for you. So you had a lot of dope people come out of our program.
Mm-hmm.
So hold on, give me 1 second.
It's all good. She's live on air right now. Well, she's not live, but she has.
Yeah, I have somebody live right now, so I gotta make sure that they're gonna. Okay. So you see that little digital board behind you?
Yeah.
It started to blink. So when it blinks, something's off air. That's what that means. So it started to blink for a second. But yeah, so with that, it was a lot of dope people that came through our program. And for me, it was like, I mean, that was the beginning of the career, because to be honest with you, life is so funny. Life is very funny. Did I think TV and radio was for me? When I first started doing it, I made fun of it. Like, I played around with it. And like I said, I took it serious at 16. But I feel like as I'm growing in this world and in this business, and I'm growing, in this entertainment world, this whole thing, I just feel like the dots automatically connect. And what I mean is my teacher I had in middle school was the daughter of my mentor when I started taking it serious. You
Small
get what
world.
I'm saying? And then you have like Coco Brown, DJ Law. DJ Law, how he comes into play. I grew up listening to Buddha Brothers Morning Show, as we said. That was just the thing for me.
Right.
Like, I would fall asleep to the Love Below at night, and then just so I can be up and ready for the Buddha Brothers Morning Show, just so I could be up for the Buddha Brothers Morning Show by 6 o'clock in the morning. So they're about to go to break, so give me 1 second.
No, you good.
So this is what I meant when I said you gotta, how you want to do
It's all good. We having a little interlude. We just rock with it. We can get some ad-libs in while we doing this.
Absolutely.
I'm joking. I'm not putting no ad-libs in here. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
That laser beams? Oh, this is beyond me.
Huh?
This is beyond me.
Yeah, I played the wrong thing.
You shooting laser beams?
I didn't shoot no laser beams.
I heard laser
All right,
beams.
So I'm going to let them do that. So I'm going to let music rock out until it's time for me to bring them back.
Excellent.
All right, so we good. We good now.
Muy bien.
All right, so I said that to say, all right, back to what I was saying. You want me to start the whole question over?
No, you good.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, so with the Buddha Brothers Morning Show, I would fall asleep to the night below, the Love Below. That's what it was called, and it was like love songs or whatever. And just so I could listen to the Buddha Brothers in the morning. So if you remember, Buddha Brothers had the hour dedicated to the kids called the Kids Corner. And
I don't recall that.
Oh, you don't recall? So how the Kids Corner used to work, I mean, I got kicked off the phone. DJ Law actually hung up on me one day. Never forget it.
Oh.
I asked him he asked a question about Hey Arnold. And I was like, can you repeat the question? I asked him to repeat the question twice or 3 times. He said, we don't accept cheaters, and he hung up on me.
He thought he was looking it up or something?
Yeah, he thought I was looking it up. But to be honest with you, like, I think I still had the Macintosh, like the box Macintosh. So, I mean, I didn't have internet. I had internet that just, like, the AOL sign-on thing.
Oh, the dial-up?
Yeah, the dial-up.
Oh, damn.
So I was like, I really didn't know. I was like, hold on. I just watched this episode yesterday. What is it again? So, whatever. But, I would fall asleep, like, to Love Below, listen to that in the morning, get prepared for that, walk to the bus stop. And that's literally how I started my morning. I really could care less about TV. I started it with radio. Now, the crazy thing is how I feel like the world ties in, and, your destiny is already written. You're just on the path of getting there. when I was actually transferring from Philly to get here, I was talking to the VP of programming here. His name is Hurricane Dave. So he asked me the same question. What got you in the radio? Like, why do you want to be in radio? And, what's up with, coming to Atlanta? And I told him about, the Buddha Brothers Morning Show. Funny thing was, he was their program director when the Buddha Brothers Morning Show was just a night show. You
that's
get what
crazy.
I'm saying? Isn't that crazy?
Right. Everything ties in.
Exactly. And he ended up being their program director when they turned it into the morning show. See how dope that is? And then turn around and I'm working like this is my boss, like this is my higher up. So that's why I say, like, I mean, what got me started was just sitting there doing the news every morning at Huntington Middle School.
Okay.
So yeah, just doing the news every morning, and then I got a piece of paper in the mail that said, "Hey, you want to come try out?
You want a scholarship?"
No, you know what? I didn't. To be honest with you, I didn't get a scholarship. No, I lie. I got two scholarships.
Hey, there you go.
I applied for 2 scholarships, but it wasn't about TV or for TV.
I didn't get no scholarships.
You didn't?
Well, I didn't apply for any, so.
Did you go to school?
Yeah, I went to Thomas Nelson for a little bit. And I got my Air Force associate's degree, so I got a little bit of school under my belt.
Yeah, true. But you were military.
Something. Huh?
You military.
Part-time.
Part-time, okay.
Yeah.
Air Force?
Mm-hmm.
See, but you got the best branch.
That's true.
The best branch, part-time,
you know what, Kay?
full-time, whatever.
This ain't even about me. This is all about you, baby. This is all about you tonight.
But you still got the best branch, though.
You're absolutely right.
I couldn't do the military. I'm not disciplined.
So let me deflect it to this. So do you feel like there's like a sense of like competition between like radio stations, like for example like Breakfast Club or like any of the other like prominent radio stations that are out there? Like do y'all kind of like have like a not a stalemate, but like a competition, like who's gonna get the most streams, who's gonna get the best artist
who's
line,
gonna get the best views, and
right.
It's always that underlining competition. Of course it is, especially right here in Atlanta. It's so many hip hop stations. Luckily, I work for the number one, so just had to plug it out there. Number 1 ratings. Anyway.
No cap.
But yeah, it's always that underlying competition. But here's the thing, like even though it's competition amongst the stations, it's not competition amongst the people.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So like Streets 945, I'm cool with my homegirl there. Her name is Dree Taylor. You know what I'm saying? Like we're as people, we are like we're girls in this industry. We're sisters in this industry. Trying to maneuver, trying to make it.
Right. We just work here.
So we just work here. At the same time, yes, it's always going to be the underlining competition amongst the ratings. On the audits and on a professional scale, as far as the corporations. But when it comes to personal, yeah, this person can work over here and work over there, but we still cool. We'll probably have our little jokes here and there, just like being in a fraternity or a sorority. Everybody represents the same thing.
Right.
But, at the end of the day, y'all have y'all little back and forth competition amongst each other. But like I said, everybody represents the same thing.
Yeah, that's how the military is too.
Yeah.
We always talk shit to each other, but at the end of the day, it's all one force, one fight. It's just all friendly banter and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's how you got to look at it, period. Because the crazy thing is, in this business, regardless of how anything flows or regardless how everything, how it like today or tomorrow something can happen. Something can happen, God forbid, but something can happen where I lose my job or I'm granted a better opportunity, and I'll be going right over to my competitors. You get what I'm saying? Or my competitors could be coming straight to me. So that's what I mean. It's all doesn't matter at the end of the day. Corporate level, do your job, but personal, trust me, we probably be breaking bread together.
Right. Okay, that's dope. Now, when it comes to being a personality on the radio, what do you think is the best or the key factor that you need to have to be a radio personality?
Being relatable. That is the number one thing, being relatable. People don't want to talk to somebody that they can't relate to.
Right.
That's just bottom line.
Right.
And for me, when I'm out and about, the biggest thing is having that moment, having that interaction. Some people I may exchange my numbers with. Can't talk. But some people I may exchange numbers with. Some people I don't. 9 times out of 10, if I exchange numbers with you, I remember you. I remember our interaction the same way you're gonna remember me and remember our interaction. So when you hear about me, you'll always connect it to that time that you had with me. And I think that's the best part right there, being relatable and saying, oh, I met her in person. Like, oh, she's super cool. Or,
right.
like having that interaction. right there. Like, you know, it's one thing to be over the mic, but it's a whole different ballgame when I'm in person and, you know, we joking and we vibing just like I met you or I went to school with you or, you know, I know you from being, you know, the girl around the way.
Right.
So I think that's the can't talk again. I think that's the biggest and best thing, you know, as a personality, just being relatable, being yourself, you know, being relatable, being yourself and being authentic as possible.
Right. I got you. Okay. So being a radio personality and being in that environment, typically you have a lot of interactions with celebrities and things like that. Now, have you ever shot your shot at a celebrity before?
No, that's not the question you asked me. The question you asked me is what celebrities have shot their shot.
Okay.
There you go.
So
and I don't name drop. Sorry.
So why would you ask me to ask it?
But I'm just saying I don't shoot my shot.
You don't have a shot to shoot?
No, I do have a shot to shoot. Absolutely, I have a shot to shoot.
Well, hey.
Y'all gotta see Shino. I wish I could see Shino behind the cameras, y'all. Okay, anyway.
Ask her about that snake shirt.
Oh my goodness.
So okay. So who would I do have a celebrity crush.
Mm-hmm.
Just one.
Just
I'm
one?
not celebrity starstruck anymore. I've
Right, because
outgrown
you're always
that.
around them and stuff like
But
that.
I just have this one crush. Have I shot my shot? No. I don't want to. Here's the sad part about this situation too. I hang around everybody that knows him. I'm even friends with this person's best friend, like brother. And it's like, why haven't I met you yet?
Oh, you're not name dropping. I forgot. I'm saying, I'm like.
I thought out there. Sammy. I really like Sammy.
Okay.
I'm really just feeling Sammy.
Okay. And was there any inclination as to why, or is it just
Absolutely.
your type?
Sammy sung to me when I was 14 years old.
What?
Yeah, he sung to me when I was 14 years old. So this is how the setup went. Sammy would never remember this. This is a tour, you know, whatever.
Right.
But I remember. So
Okay.
as long as I remember, I could live on to tell the story. So what happened was we were at Wells Fargo Center. I don't think it was Wells Fargo Center at the time, but it's Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia.
Okay.
And I was the shortest girl in my section. And it was the stage, security, the bar, and it was me. So the security guard, because I was so short, he said, hey, you want to sit on the bar? You know, I'll make sure you all right. I'll make sure you stable. I said, yeah, sure, bet. So Sammy's performing Crazy Things I Do for Love. Got his glasses on. And, you know, he walking the stage, you know, singing to everybody, whatever. But when you look over at my section, I'm the tallest one because I'm sitting on the bar, you know? And I'm like this, you know, I'm like, girl, I wish that I could take time with you each and every day. You know, I'm just over here into it. Like, you know, just got my eyes closed, vibing and everything.
Right.
As soon as I opened my eyes, he was all the way on the other side of the stage. So as soon as I opened my eyes, he turned and looked over. And all you see is me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he did like this with his glasses, like took his glasses down. I said, oh, okay. So he started walking towards me, singing this song, the Crazy Things I Do for Love, right? You know, so he come over and then he gets over to me, takes his glasses off, and he, you know, bends down and we sing the rest of the song together. Like,
so you had a moment.
Oh, we had a moment.
Okay.
That was, what?
Oh, jeez.
You shoot your shot, don't wear that snake shirt.
Oh my
I
Lord.
wish y'all could hear Sheena. She don't want to get on the mic for some reason, whatever. So he doesn't want to get on the mic. So I guess.
It's all good. We ain't tripping on that. So no, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
But
that's good to know.
It's a lot of celebrities that come shoot they shot. Let's say that. It's
Okay.
a lot of them.
I bet. Do you feel like they can because of their celebrity? Do you feel like that's like they're like, oh, well, I'm a celebrity, so you know, ain't
I
no
haven't met
problem.
anyone that arrogant.
Okay.
I haven't met anyone that arrogant. Luckily I could say the celebrities. Actually, I can't even call them celebrities. I hate to say that because if you like, they're celebrities to everybody else.
There's,
there's
tiers of celebrities too.
Yeah, it's tiers of celebrities, but they're celebrities to everyone else, you know, at the end of the day.
No, I feel that.
And when I'm around you, like, once again, I'm personable.
Mm-hmm.
And being personable means that I like to get to know people on their level and who they are as a person, not who you are, you know, to the mass. Who
Right.
you are, period. So I don't even like to say that because every, you know, person that I met in this industry, you know, they're people at the end of the day. People just like us, you know.
Absolutely.
It's like everybody else. So, yeah, they just shoot their shot. And I don't think they do it. I haven't, like I said, I never met nobody that arrogant to do that. But I have met people who just, they don't feel entitled. They just like, oh no, I like you cool, you dope. Like, put my number in your phone. Or they'll try to take my phone and run with it. I've had that happen.
And run with it?
They run with my phone.
You know what? I ain't gonna say nothing.
They do. They run with the phone and everything. They do everything.
They on some middle school shit?
On some middle school? Absolutely. Sorry, I had to start up something.
No. You good.
But yeah, they take my phone. Run with my phone. I've had that happen to me.
Playing
before.
tag and shit.
That's
crazy.
Hey, you want your phone? Put my number in it. Tag. Like, damn. Okay.
They on some R. Kelly
Just
shit.
right. No. But no, luckily I could say this. Every person I interact with in this industry, they're super cool, super dope people.
That's good.
And there's people like I could really like just kick it with.
Okay.
And then it doesn't even have to be about the business. It's just like 100% cool.
Absolutely. So let me ask you this: you're more seasoned in the industry and stuff like that than I am. So from an amateur's perspective, I'm going to something in the water, and I'd like to try and get some of these artists' attention to get an interview with them. What would you recommend or advise for me to do to get that in the motions? Obviously, I don't have like a radio station behind me to facilitate me getting an interview. So
that's neither here nor there. You need to Google right now and see if they have like media credentials. They have media credentials. You can go ahead and sign up for yourself and say like, this is the company that represents you, and you'll just use your podcast name. It's ways around all kinds of stuff.
They got they had a media pass and stuff like that though, right? But that was for like photography and all that.
No, it was for anything. But the thing that they were saying is you had to be like pretty much you had to have
a portfolio, right?
Not even a portfolio. Like pretty much how you got like the radio station behind you. Like it has to be a credible.
It has to be a credible source.
Be like 75 junction because there's nothing for them to look on to be like they're credible.
Got you.
So it had to be a credible source.
Like I couldn't go shoot photography because I'm not a published photographer.
Well, it's always ways around that. If you know somebody that works somewhere, like, listen. Let me just be 100, because I know a lot of people like don't have this information, and it's probably somebody else outside of you that's trying to get this information too. As long as you know somebody, you ain't hear this from me, okay? But as long as you know somebody that works in a particular place, you got a relationship with somebody in a certain place, they can back you.
Right.
They can say that they can vouch for you, because at the end of the day, you're not wearing their brand. You're not wearing whoever's vouching for you brand around your neck. You're wearing the place that you are, their media passes around your neck. You just need something to get you in the door.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all you need is that thing to get you in the door, which is why networking is very important. Because when you network with the right people can maneuver to set things up and get you where you need to be. Period.
Yeah. They say that you're always one person away from a famous person.
That's true. But I mean, just because you're famous don't mean that you got connections.
That's true. That's very true.
You need the plug.
Right.
Famous people are not always the plug.
Right. It's always the person that nobody knows about that knows everybody, that connects everybody.
Because a famous person, and I'm not going to say his name, but if he ever catch a hold of this, he'll know exactly who I'm talking about. The famous person invited me to go to a bowling alley after Chris Brown's concert and totally left me hanging. Didn't have the credentials to get me in the bag.
After Chris Brown concert?
Absolutely.
It wasn't Chris Brown.
No, it wasn't Chris Brown. It wasn't Chris Brown. Fortunately, he got the same name, but it wasn't.
Hey, Trey Songz, we calling you out, man. It's like, nah.
Trey wasn't on that tour, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Trey wasn't on that tour.
Well, it's all good. I'm sure I'll be on the next one. So I'm going to wrap it up with this question.
After Chi-Chi, yeah.
It's going to be a little fun question. So growing up, what was your favorite cartoon? You was talking about cartoons and stuff like that. So was it Hey Arnold or was it something else?
To be honest, I wasn't a cartoon girl. I wasn't. I was a Different Worlds girl.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Different World, Moesha, Sister.
Sister was good.
The Cosbys.
Like the Raven show? That's a Raven show?
That's a Raven was all right. You know,
all right.
when I chose to watch Disney.
I feel you.
Why is she not looking at me like this?
Not gonna pay homage
To who?
to Barney.
Oh.
Barney? Oh, God.
Excuse me. So, yeah, let me state this. And I watched Barney growing up.
Lord.
I am a Barney kid.
Okay.
Y'all should have saw Shino. Shino standing up looking like. So you're not gonna acknowledge? Like, okay, my bad.
I was a Teletubbies kid.
I was a Barney's kid. You're a Teletubbies baby?
Yeah. I used to be sad whenever the little sun would go down. I don't know if you remember or not. But it was a baby on the sun. He would always go by, like he'd go down, be like, he's going bye-bye every time. Yeah, man, I was a Teletubbies kid. That was my show when I was younger.
That is the funniest thing I ever heard in my life.
Hey,
you can never talk about me being a Barney's kid ever. Okay, let me tell you something. Let me explain this, okay, since we going there. Because I don't want you to feel embarrassed either.
I'm not embarrassed about
Barney
nothing.
taught me some shit, okay? Okay, let me tell you how
Teletubbies was some gay shit, though, so they ain't teach me nothing.
But let me tell you how Barney taught me everything, okay? I was in daycare on the Navy base in New Cumberland in Pennsylvania. My grandmother works for the military.
Okay.
So she works Army Depot. That's what it was. Army Depot or Navy Depot, one of those.
Okay.
So I used to be on there, and we were learning the rainbow, the colors of the rainbow. So they were teaching us the colors of the rainbow. I had already knew it because of Barney.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I already knew it because of Barney. So as they were teaching us, I said, "Oh, I got a better way for us to learn." And the teacher was
it a
like,
song?
"Of course."
Oh God.
So the teacher was like, "Well, what song is that?" And it was "Oh, I like red."
Oh, you remember this?
It's the color of an apple. Orange. It's the color of an orange. Yellow.
Hey, Kay, you don't gotta get the whole song. We get the picture. We get the picture. But nah, I do commend a lot of the kids shows because they do have a lot of educational value.
Absolutely.
They do teach the kids a lot of stuff.
Absolutely. I learned Spanish and I learned French watching Barney.
I learned Spanish from Dora.
Nah,
yeah.
I couldn't get with Dora. She get on my nerves.
Yo.
That little girl got on my nerves. Hi, can you tell me what's inside my backpack?
Yeah.
So what do we need? We need the map. Like, come on, bro.
Hey.
I hated that damn show. I hated that show.
Nah, I feel you. But nah, I appreciate the opportunity, Kay. Thanks for having us come to the radio station. Thanks for facilitating this. I definitely appreciate it.
Absolutely.
You have anything else you want to add before we conclude?
You can follow me at It's K Samone, Samone with an A, and be on the lookout, man. When can I get this? Can I get this? I need this for my portfolio.
Hey, don't worry. I'm about to send it to you after I'm done with everything. After I edit and put everything together in a nice, neat package with a bow on top.
I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Shino, it was definitely a pleasure. I wish you could have got on the
Hey,
mic
shout out
with
to
us.
Shino, making sure the cameras is good. I appreciate you, man. Make sure y'all follow him at Ultra Shino on all social media platforms. He's got a blog. He's also a videographer / photographer.
Absolutely.
Videographer first now.
Absolutely.
Nah, I'm playing. Let me get off this before you tries to harm me. Yo, chill. But nah, again, I appreciate you, Kay. Thank you very much for having us out here.
I appreciate you for wanting me to be a part.
Absolutely.
Let me know whatever you need. I got you.
Absolutely. Shouts out to ATL.
Later.
All right, we out.